Imagine that your entire life has been shaped by an invisible force, a law so deeply ingrained in your psyche that you follow it without even realizing it. This law dictates what you fear, what you desire, and even what you believe about yourself. Yet, this law was never written by any government, religion, or authority. It exists within you, embedded in the unconscious depths of your mind. Carl Jung spent his life exploring the hidden forces that shape human behavior, and he uncovered a truth so unsettling that most people instinctively turn away from it. A truth that, if understood and confronted, could lead to profound personal freedom, but if ignored, could keep you trapped in endless cycles of self-sabotage, fear, and suffering. By the end of this journey, you will understand why this forbidden law is the key to unlocking your true potential. But be warned, this knowledge comes with a challenge. Once you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. Jung believed that the mind is divided into multiple layers, with the conscious self, the you that you present to the world, being only the surface. Beneath this, in the vast depths of the unconscious, lies something far more complex. A hidden part of yourself that you have spent your entire life avoiding. This hidden part is what Jung called the shadow. The shadow consists of all the aspects of yourself that you have rejected, suppressed, or denied. It is made up of the emotions you were told were unacceptable, the desires you were taught to be ashamed of, and even the strengths you never fully embraced. From the moment we are born, we begin to learn what is acceptable and what is not. Parents, teachers, and society shape our understanding of who we should be. We are praised for some behaviors and punished, whether directly or subtly, for others. Over time, we learn to hide certain parts of ourselves to gain approval, to fit in, to feel safe. But what happens to the parts we push away? They do not disappear. They sink into the unconscious, where they continue to influence our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions without us even realizing it. The more we deny our shadow, the more control it has over us. It manifests in unexpected ways, through self-doubt, irrational fears, destructive patterns, and even through the people we are drawn to or repelled by. Have you ever noticed how the traits you dislike most in others often reflect something hidden within yourself? When someone's arrogance, selfishness, or ambition irritates you deeply, it may not be because of them but because they mirror something in your own shadow that you have not accepted. Jung called this projection. When we reject something within ourselves, we unconsciously project it onto others, blaming them for what we cannot face in ourselves. And this leads us to the forbidden law that governs your life. You must confront your shadow or it will control you. To break this law is to remain asleep, to live under the illusion that you fully understand yourself while your unconscious dictates your choices. But to wake up, to break free from this hidden control, is to do what most people fear, to look directly into the darkest parts of yourself and accept them as part of who you are. Facing your shadow means confronting uncomfortable truths. It means admitting that you are not only the person you try to be but also the person you fear becoming. It means acknowledging your jealousy, your anger, your selfishness, your weaknesses, and even the hidden desires that you have spent years trying to ignore. But here is the paradox. Within your shadow lies not only your darkness but also your greatest power. The parts of yourself that you have denied also contain the raw energy of your true potential. Your deepest fears often point to your greatest strengths, and the emotions you suppress hold the key to your personal transformation. Why do people repeat the same mistakes? Why do they find themselves in toxic relationships, self-destructive habits, or unfulfilling careers? Because their shadow is leading them, guiding their actions from beneath the surface. Until you confront your shadow, you will continue to be controlled by forces you do not understand. But what happens when you finally face it? When you stop running and turn to meet the hidden parts of yourself with honesty? This is where true growth begins. Jung called this process individuation, the journey of integrating all aspects of the self, both light and dark, into a whole, authentic being. Ask yourself, what parts of yourself have you been avoiding? What emotions make you uncomfortable? What do you see in others that triggers something deep within you? These are clues, signals from your unconscious guiding you toward the parts of yourself that need to be seen. Do you truly know who you are, or have you only met the version of yourself that you allow the world to see? If your shadow holds the parts of yourself you have rejected, what happens when you continue to ignore it? What happens when the emotions, desires, and fears you suppress remain buried, influencing your thoughts and actions from the depths of your unconscious? Jung warned that the more we suppress the shadow, the stronger it becomes. When we refuse to acknowledge our hidden aspects, they do not disappear. They take control in ways we do not expect. This is why people find themselves trapped in patterns they cannot escape. The shadow is not just an abstract concept. It is alive within you, shaping your life in ways you may not even realize. The emotions you suppress will find a way to express themselves. The anger you deny may surface as passive aggressiveness or unexplained resentment. The desires you reject may manifest in impulsive, reckless behavior. The fears you refuse to face may keep you locked in cycles of avoidance, preventing you from taking the risks that could lead to growth. When we do not integrate the shadow, it operates in the dark, controlling us like a puppet master pulling invisible strings. But when we finally confront it, transformation begins. Jung believed that true psychological growth, what he called individuation, only happens when we integrate the shadow. Integration does not mean indulging in destructive impulses or acting on every suppressed emotion. It means recognizing these hidden parts of ourselves and bringing them into conscious awareness so they no longer control us unconsciously. The process of integrating the shadow is not easy, but it is necessary. It requires self-honesty, reflection, and a willingness to see yourself fully, not just the idealized version you present to the world, but the whole truth. And this is where most people turn away. The mind resists this kind of deep work because it is uncomfortable. It is far easier to continue blaming external circumstances, to see ourselves as victims of fate rather than architects of our own lives. But if you are here, something inside you already knows the truth. There is a part of you that is ready to wake up, to step beyond the illusions you have been living under. The moment you integrate your shadow, the world begins to shift around you. Your relationships change because you are no longer projecting your hidden fears onto others. Your opportunities expand because you are no longer sabotaging your own success. Your entire energy transforms, drawing people and experiences that align with your true self. This is why shadow work is the key to freedom. It is not just about healing, it is about unlocking a level of personal power that few ever dare to access. And those who do, they change the world.